When it comes to the Windsor-Detroit border crossing, we've seen it and heard it time and time again. Nobody should have a monopoly on the crossing. The executive director of the Windsor Gateway project even said it is not good business sense to have a monopoly on such an important trade route. But documents obtained by A News suggest the Canadian government does not have a problem with a governmental monopoly. According to a 2004 email, high-level bureaucrats say the real option is to buy interests in both crossings, and that we, being the Canadian government, would be in a stronger position to negotiate a reasonable price for the Ambassador Bridge if the new crossing, meaning Drick, is operational. We've been attempting to interview Transport Minister Chuck Strahl since early yesterday. He is unavailable for an interview in person, via phone, or even via email. Transport Canada will not allow its spokespersons to appear on camera. Instead, they offered us this email. The Government of Canada has no interest in disadvantaging the Ambassador Bridge's long-term sustainability. The Government of Canada is not engaged in any discussions regarding the purchase of the Ambassador Bridge. And while the Minister of International Trade was in Detroit today, he couldn't comment.
Well, the position of the federal government is quite clear. I personally don't get involved because I'm recused from that matter.
While Canadians are being mum on the subject, Michigan politicians are outraged, and several are calling on the Attorney General to investigate.
It's just disingenuous. The whole thing's disingenuous. I think they're trying to sell us a line of goods by saying that this won't cost the state of Michigan any money, but we find that they actually knew it would in the long run.
AGMA is referring to this, an email sent by MDOT employees which acknowledges that tolls will never cover the cost of the new crossing, and that the Canadian and American government will have to subsidize the project, regardless of past promises of no cost to Michigan. But perhaps most damning is this, a copy of a 2008 MDOT meetings minutes, where they acknowledge the use of inflated traffic numbers to justify the new crossing. And with less than a week before the U.S. election and 2 months before a new governor takes office, information like this could create major obstacles for Drick's passage in the States and could be viewed as the executioner's papers for the public crossing.